Well, Mother Nature has sent up a red flag that all of us should heed, at least when you're at the beach. That means dangerous conditions in the water. Then your size, Liz Palka talked to lifeguards at the Virginia Beach oceanfront. And Liz, how long will these red flags be up?
Well, Tom, it really can change day by day. Head lifeguards tell me they always look at the forecast, but the most reliable thing to do is just go out and check the conditions themselves. That's what they'll do tomorrow morning. Until then, they are warning beachgoers to be careful.
The waves are really strong.
Waves are strong and the red flags are up, all up and down the Virginia and North Carolina coast.
They need to be cautious when they're going in the water and don't overestimate their swimming ability.
Some at the oceanfront braved the water, but not before getting called back in by the Virginia Beach Life-Saving Service.
They've been encouraging people to stay closer for sure. A lot of blowing whistles, and I got yelled at a couple times.
Gary Felch, a captain with the Life-Saving Service, says guards were keeping a close eye and only letting people in the water up to their knees or waist.
The lifeguards are extra cautious. They're not letting people go out further than what you see pretty much, and they're blowing their whistles and telling you to come back in.
Some of the guards that have been in the water, either on rescues or just during drill or just to take a dip, have said the current's pretty strong and it's pulling pretty hard. If it's rough on more experienced swimmers, it's definitely going to be rough on some of the novice swimmers as well.
Oceanfront guards made 13 water rescues Monday. That includes adults and children. Same goes for the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Dare County Emergency Management says there were 12 rescues in Nags Head alone.
See, my little daughter here, she ran back because they were pulling her in.
Felch says the rip currents are caused by winds coming from the northeast. Guards continuously check conditions throughout the day to see if the red flags can come down. Whether they'll be back up on the guard chairs Tuesday is still to be seen.
It pulls you out. It pulls you out and away, down that way. You just got to be careful because the rip current can pull you out. It's dangerous, but the waves are great.
Now, fortunately, no one needed any medical attention after getting rescued at the oceanfront today. Lifeguards say it was mostly adults and children that needed help getting back to shore. Guards say the best thing you can do to protect yourself and your family is swim near a lifeguard chair and ask plenty of questions if you're concerned. I'm Liz Palka, 10 on your side.
And now we're going to bring in Chief Meteorologist Don Slater to talk about these rip currents. And Don, a lot of people in our area on vacation and enjoying the beaches. So when do you think this threat will go away?
Well, I think the biggest threat that we've got right now, that we've got those red flag warnings, I think it'll ease off a little bit tomorrow. It'll still be a little dicey in terms of being able to go out into the surf. We'll still have a moderate rip current risk out there, but I don't think it'll be quite as bad as it was today. What we've had is a persistent easterly breeze or northeasterly breeze coming in off of hundreds of miles of water. And what happens is that water, that wind tends to pile that water up just a bit like a bulldozer, and you end up with that swell just kind of pushing that water along and on up to the beaches. So what you end up with oftentimes with this rough surf is waves coming in different directions. There'll be a wave coming in from this way and another wave coming in from a different angle, and what you end up with is mass in over here, but then whoosh, double mass coming out, and it's like a fire hose shooting on out that you just can't fight. You got to go let it ride and then swim out of it parallel to the shore. Here's an example of one in relatively calm seas. You'll note how it thins out right on into here, but again, it just kind of shows you what's going on. Mass in, and then that double mass out. What's going to be happening for tomorrow with the surf? I think it'll tend to ease off just a bit.
All right, Don, thanks. We have more information on rip currents on wavy.com. We've posted safety tips and videos that you might want to check out before you go to the beach. Just click on the story on the homepage.